Hi DSS team, I'm Jess and I'm your director. And here with me today I have
Patrick Luebbering. I'm the CFO for the Department of Social Services.
I wanted to talk through just process. How does it work from here? So what happens from here is that we have the governor's recommended budget go to the House of Representatives. And so the House Budget Committee will hold a hearing for each of our budgets, each of the departments. And so for Department of Social Services, they set aside 2 days. And so we will talk through that, help them understand, answer any questions that they have. Then from the House Budget Committee, which they'll hear the entire Department of Social Services budget and all of the other departments, they will make recommendations as far as changes and go through the voting process to make amendments to the governor's recommendations, things they want to change, add, take away. It can be a variety of different actions that they take. And then all of those recommendations from the House Budget Committee will go to the House floor for a vote. Then from our House budget hearing, after they get that kind of finalized, they'll send that packaged out to all of the House of Representatives throughout the state to the House floor for a vote. They can make changes on the House floor. From there, we hope that happens rather quickly and that sometime around March. And not April or May, that goes over to our Senate Appropriations Committee, and they, similar to the House Budget Committee, will have an opportunity to look at what the governor recommended, what the House recommended changes are, and then they will take a Senate position if they want any changes from there. Then, after we attend those hearings with the Senate Appropriations Committee, it will go to the Senate floor. And the senators from around Missouri will have a chance to make their changes and vote on the Senate version of the budget. At that point, the budget will have a few different options. So if the House and the Senate agreed, then there can be no further changes made. But if there was disagreement in between the House and the Senate, say, for an example, the House didn't want to fund something in here that the governor recommended, but the Senate took a position that they did want to fund it. And so they would need to work that out in what is called a conference committee, and that occurs later in session, and it includes members from both the House Budget Committee and the Senate Appropriations Committee. And they must come to an agreement. We as departments will go back and answer questions that, anytime there's disagreement among the chambers of the legislature or the General Assembly, we often have to get into some more detailed conversations. So we'll help with that, help them understand the need, our current capacity, and any other details. And then at that point, it is statutorily required that we have a budget passed by 1 week prior to the end of session by 6 p.m. Thank you, everyone.